Rio, thanks for joining me on the Brew for Success podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Come all the way up from Leeds, especially for the occasion.
Yep.
Love it. So first, if you'd just like to introduce yourself, like how long have you been working with us for now, and what team are you on?
Of course, so I'm Rio. I've been here, started 17th of February last year, so coming up to a year now. So I'm on the data centre team.
Yeah.
So we originally kind of started out on the solution side, but we've kind of naturally progressed into the data centre side of things. Obviously, booming market. Yeah. And it's just kind of naturally progressed over there, and we're loving it.
Yeah. What kind of roles do you sort of recruit for then?
So typically, I mean, we've got quite a good split up there. So myself, I'm more kind of project management up. So at the minute, you know, project managers, senior project managers, construction managers. Yeah. Things like that, but it's mostly out in Europe. That's where I do a lot of my work. I don't do so much in the UK at the minute. Yeah. So Belgium, Netherlands, things like that. And then we also do a lot out in Asia. So Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia. These are all really big data center markets that are booming out there as well. Yeah. And so we've got that kind of have the continuity out there as well.
Cool. Okay, so what's the furthest afield role that you've placed?
I've placed, and she's still going right now, in Malaysia. So she's in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Nice. On data centre. Nice. So it's quite an interesting one, obviously, going home, speaking to parents, saying just place someone in Malaysia.
A bit
mental.
Was she from Malaysia as well?
Yeah, so she's Malaysian. The client who is out there, obviously in Malaysia, he's actually from the UK. And then, so, you know, obviously speaking with guys out there from the UK helps keep that continuity in terms of understanding and things like that. Yeah. And helps bridge the gap. Because
I want to say it'd be quite challenging otherwise.
Yeah. I think especially you notice a big difference if you work in a European role and then you work a role out in Asia. There's a big difference on how you approach it, and even the actual projects, data center projects, are very different out there to how they are in Europe. Different standards, different things like that. So
so a lot to learn then.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. So, been with us for nearly a year. What would you say has been the biggest challenge since being in the role for you personally?
I think at the minute, I've kind of progressed from obviously working the roles, but now I've gone out to now have people from my team, you know, working with myself, so more on that account management side of things.
Okay, yeah.
So, you know, obviously managing other consultants, managing candidates' expectations, clients' expectations through other consultants, and managing it that way. I'm finding that more difficult than working the roles yourself, but I'm really enjoying it at the same time. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a nice challenge. It's something different.
Definitely.
Okay. Random question here. I'm going to throw it at you.
A random question.
So, if you could take a colleague, an item, a celebrity, and one song to play on a desert island, who and what would you choose?
We're going to have to go through one by one because I've got
that's fine. Yeah, so colleague then.
Colleague. Max.
Oh, Max Goodington, yeah. I was like, Max, I think it's because I was expecting you to say somebody in Leeds. But you're like, nah, just take
just
Max.
Just from training day, and just ever since me and Max
got on like house on fire. Yeah.
But yeah, so it'd be Max.
Max.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, an item. Got to think wisely here. It's got to
football.
Yes.
That would just pass my time. Football.
Yes,
literally,
good
that's all I
shout.
need.
Yeah, no, I like that. Celebrity.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really?
It's just going to be
what,
a cliche
to play football with?
going down the football route now. But yeah, or maybe someone else funny actually.
I was going to say he's not really funny, is it?
Might be too serious. Might be getting me doing press ups on beach. And
yeah. You need somebody to lighten the mood a little bit, don't you? Like you're deserted.
Ooh, I'm stuck now. No, I think I'll stick with
Ronaldo. Okay. And then one song that you can only play one song on the island.
Oh.
One song only.
God. Music's like a big. I listen to too much music.
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick one out.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with. I'm really liking at the minute a bit of A Boogie. I'd probably go, but he's older stuff. So I'd probably go with. Demons and Angels.
Okay, I actually don't know that song, so I
It's a
can't
good song.
even comment and be like, oh yeah, good chill song choice,
It's like,
because I don't know.
2019, I want to say, 2018.
Okay, so not mega old then,
No,
but
no.
a few years old.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So Max, football, Ronaldo and A Boogie. Okay, so if you could recruit for one job
Yep.
in any period of history, what would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a really
Does it
good
need to be
one.
medieval? Because I know
Yeah.
obviously previous questions have been, so it doesn't need to be medieval. Any period.
It sounds dead cliche, but I like now how we're in the because
Okay.
a lot of what we do contributes to AI.
Yeah.
So what the things we're building, the internet can't run without.
Yeah.
So we're kind of building the infrastructure that facilitates the internet.
Yeah.
So it's because it's called mission critical. So hospitals, things like that, where you can't operate in the world can't operate without it.
Yeah.
So, and obviously with how AI is advancing, how it is,
Yeah.
obviously from the basic things like ChatGPT all the way up.
Yeah.
And sounds mad, but I'm happy in the time right
You're
now.
happy in the
But
area that we're in now.
in terms of an actual role, obviously, there could be some fun roles, but in terms of the actual time period, I'm pretty happy now.
Okay, fair enough. If The Office had a reality TV show, what would your character be edited as?
Run that back, sorry.
So, you know, reality TV,
Yeah.
they always have they always edit people to be like a certain way, don't they? They're like, oh, we're going to sort of stitch them up to be, the bad guy. We're going to stitch her up to be like the gossip. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
What do you think they would edit your character to be?
I'd just be the chill guy.
Chill
Not
one,
bothered
okay.
by anything.
I've heard different. So
Go on,
I asked
go on.
some of your lovely colleagues
wow.
over in Leeds. Apparently you're actually quite sassy.
Wow.
Yeah?
I knew that as soon as you said I've asked colleagues in Leeds, I knew the word sassy was coming.
Yeah. I've heard that you're a little bit sassy, so where does this sassy side come out? Is it with your colleagues, your candidates, your clients? Where's the sassy era? Because I've not witnessed sassy Rio. But apparently it's when you've had a drink.
No.
No?
I think I'm all not.
Stitched
I'm
up
not.
here.
Yeah, I'm being stitched up a bit here, and I know who it is. So I know exactly who it is.
You'll have to go back and have words, won't you?
I will be having words. I think I don't like being, not in a bad way, but I don't like being wrong. In the sense of
a bit stubborn.
but not in a way like, oh, I'm always right.
Yeah,
but in
yeah.
the sense of I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
I hate losing. I hate not winning.
Nothing wrong with that.
So when I lose, like last night, it was our like monthly due for our office.
Yeah.
And I lost with Kaplunk. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh,
Where you
yeah,
pull the
yeah,
sticks out and the balls drop to the bottom.
It's pretty much like Jenga, isn't it? That kind of thing, yeah.
And I just got targeted by everyone because they just
Oh,
know
really?
if I
They
lose,
know, yeah.
that sassy side's coming out. So
Okay.
that's when it comes out.
Okay, so it's more of a competitive,
Yeah, competitive.
sass.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let you off
100%.
then. We'll let you off. What has been your proudest placement so far, and why did it stand out?
That would probably be my most recent placement.
Yeah.
That was a high voltage technical lead on an
Nice.
80 megawatt data center out in Europe. So he's doing the high voltage cables,
Okay.
150 kV plus, into the data center, and it's a client facing role.
Right.
So essentially, my client, they're what you call a project management consultancy.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll act on behalf of the end client, which is the big dogs who own and
Yeah.
operate the data centers. So that could be an Amazon,
Yeah.
a Microsoft, anything all the way through those. So that was a very niche role. There was a lot of specific requirements because of having that end client. And when you're representing someone of that magnitude, obviously you need to have a lot of compliance, things like that. And it was a very critical role on the project, which they were struggling on. And it was my first placement with the client.
Right.
So it was really good to get off to a good start.
Yeah, show that you can do it kind of thing.
100%, and very niche role. Not my usual bag in terms of the high voltage technical lead.
Okay.
But that's I would go with that one.
Yeah. What was the fee? Was it a nice juicy
It
fee
was
as
a
well?
nice fee. So it was a €24,000 billing.
Unreal.
So that's about just shy of £21,000.
Yeah.
And hopefully more to come on that side. Hopefully,
Nice.
Some bigger ones to come. Obviously, that's the fortunate thing about the market we're in. It's obviously in terms of the money people are being paid because of how critical it is.
Yeah.
So obviously you do get that financial incentive, that side of things. But like I said, I just enjoy in terms of, I enjoy almost the pressures, knowing that I'm recruiting for a key project that's helping the world turn.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I'd probably go with that one.
Nice. Okay, so you are apparently the youngest in the office.
That is true.
But you actually reckon that you're more mature than everyone's age put together. Why?
Because that is very true. So
Not actually been stitched up on this one. This is straight facts.
Yeah, this is straight facts.
Okay.
So
tell us your reasoning.
Yeah, no, just obviously there's not even any particular reason why I can say because of this, because of that.
Yeah.
Just in terms of in the office, like if these guys are all chatting, just put my earphones in and get on.
Just crack on. You're just here to make money.
And they'll tell you I don't chat.
Yeah. When it suits you.
Yeah. But apart from James.
Yeah.
Obviously.
We'll exclude him, but everybody else, you're more mature than them.
I would. Confident. Maybe Jamie. Me and Jamie on a par.
On the par, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie's quite a bit older than you, though, isn't he?
Yeah. But so yeah, I'll probably go with me and Jamie.
Okay. So basically, all the girls are immature.
And Ben.
Oh yeah, and Ben as well. Yeah. Sorry, Ben.
Yeah. So yeah, there's basically. That's
Okay. Fair, valid. So, what is one conversation that you have had with somebody, either a candidate or a client, where it just took you aback? You were like, "What?
Oh,
has this happened?"
There was a funny one actually just recently.
Okay, nice.
So
good timing.
it was prospect client, so no one in particular that I'm working with already. And so obviously I was saying data centers very lucrative for the candidates, etc.
Yeah.
And so like I said, with the client facing roles, very lucrative opportunity, requires a lot of experience, obviously managing clients, managing stakeholders, and experience on the projects.
Yeah.
So you're always looking for the top guys. And I had a guy come back to me say we need a project manager who's got client-side experience in data centres, and he wanted to pay him less than a QS in Sheffield would get.
What? Why? How did he come to that figure?
I genuinely don't know. Obviously I advised him on rates that we're seeing out in Europe and in the UK.
Yeah.
And obviously it'd have to align with those to get what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And especially if you're working on behalf of a client, you've got to meet the client's expectations. You've got to impress the client, and so to do that, you've got to bring in the best talent. And so if you're looking to pay the bottom dollar.
You're not going to get.
So I was very taken aback, because I think it's kind of common knowledge that in data centres, it's the top books, and you've got to pay the books to get the good talent. So I was very taken aback by that. A senior guy as well who probably knows his stuff. So.
Yeah. Did you manage to find any candidates for it?
No, I didn't put any time into it, to be honest with you. I went back, I advised him, and I went through it with him, but he didn't. He hasn't got back to me. So.
Yeah.
But
that's
we'll
wild.
see.
Yeah, that is really, really strange. I wonder how many people actually work at the company.
Yeah, I looked into them. They are smaller, so smaller than a lot of the guys who'd be working on behalf of the client.
Yeah.
So they're a bit of a smaller outfit, but I think obviously if you are a smaller outfit, obviously they're most likely be looking to grow in a market like data centers.
Yeah.
Obviously you want to impress the clients, because that's where the work's going to come from.
Yeah.
You've got to win the work off the clients.
Yeah.
So obviously you want to bring the best guys in to impress your clients, which I think they hopefully can get their head round and up the budget.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, because that is slightly concerning. The fact that they actually work in data centres with that mindset is like crazy. But okay, what's one thing that the guys in the office still don't know about you?
Oh God, that's a tricky one because everyone knows everything.
Everybody knows everything already.
We've got a really good team, and we do a lot together outside of work, so we have quite a good relationship. God, this is probably the trickiest question.
Yeah, it's a tough question, to be fair.
God, don't know about me.
If there's
I've got
anything, that's fine.
Osgood-Schlatter disease in my knees.
You've got what?
Osgood-Schlatter disease in my knees.
What's that?
It's not.
You just
it's
made
not
this
a disease.
Up? You just made this up.
It is a disease, but it's not like I've got a disease. Basically, when it happens a lot to kids when they have a big growth spurt.
Right.
So my leg grew quick, but the tendon didn't grow with it. So I have the tendon is shorter than my leg. So it's pulling on my knee, so I have lumps under my knees.
Oh my God.
And really painful, and it gets really painful.
Oh my God, that's honestly wild. I honestly thought you just made that up when you said that. I was like, I've never heard of that before.
It's quite common.
Is it?
I'm not like just some like random guy. It's quite common, but
with this disease that you can't even pronounce.
It sounds so dramatic when you say Osgood-Schlatter disease, and then you just say, "Oh, my groin just grew a bit quick." So it's nothing like.
Sounds like a German word. That it sounds very German.
Yeah, it does. I've never looked into why it's called that, to be fair. So it'd be quite interesting to.
Yeah, maybe have a look. That is interesting. Well, there you go. The office now knows everything about you. So again, spoke to your colleagues. Apparently, you've got a home gym and jacuzzi at your house. So you can either have one or the other. Which one are you keeping? Which one are you getting rid of?
Jacuzzi. I'm keeping the jacuzzi.
You're keeping the jacuzzi? Oh, really?
Yeah. Gym's much more accessible.
Yeah, true.
Whereas
true.
in terms of jacuzzi, it's really good for recovery.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so it's good to just have that on hand.
Yeah, so
it's harder to find somewhere that's got a jacuzzi, isn't it? Like at a gym,
exactly.
Not many gyms.
Or if you
have
you're paying like 70 quid.
Yeah, they have saunas. Mine's got a sauna, but I've never actually been in it. But yeah, I don't think many have jacuzzis unless you're paying bougie prices.
I went to Bannatyne for a bit, and funny story actually. So you get an advertisement, and it was like, 50% off your first month if you sign up. So I signed up. Thought, we'll go see what it's like. Hated it. Went to cancel it. The stipulation is it's a 12-month contract. £72 a month. I were only 18 at the time. And I went twice in the year, and I was paying £72 times 12. That's like too much.
Yeah, it's a lot. That is a lot of money. Oh my God, that is actually heartbreaking. Yeah,
and I went twice. So yeah.
Don't make that rookie error again. Just basically get a jacuzzi at home, and then you've not got to worry about it, have you?
Basically.
Nice. Okay, last question to finish off, which I ask everybody: what is one piece of advice that you would give to recruiters looking to get into the sector?
I think it might sound cliche, but open mind.
Yeah.
I think something that a lot of people, if you come in with expectations, it's probably not going to be what you're expecting.
You think, yeah.
Yeah, so open mind. Second is stick it. I think a lot of people give in too early.
They do.
Just in the year I've been here, I've seen people come that have the skills but have just not stuck at it.
Yeah, and they just give up.
Yeah, and I think the first 9 months are difficult. You're starting out, you've got no idea about the area you're working in. You've got no idea, if you've not done recruitment before, on how the process works.
Yeah.
And so I guess it takes a long time to learn that from the ground up, and you can't do that in 6 months. You can't do that even now after a year. I probably know next to nothing in terms of everything around recruitment and data centres. But obviously, if I look back over where I've come over the year. I'd say most improvement has come in the last probably 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And you almost feel it like switch from when it starts to pick up.
You're like, okay, it's clicking into place now. 100%,
And that just comes from having that open mind and sticking with it. And I'm also very fortunate. I enjoyed it the whole.
Yeah.
I've never had any patches where I've been like, I've
really
always enjoyed it.
Which is, do you know what? Which it sounds bad. It's actually quite rare for people to genuinely sit here and say, I've enjoyed every part of the last year, because there's no beating around the bush. There is usually times you think, I actually hate this. This is so painful. I'm not getting anywhere with it. So for you to actually sit here and say, like, hand on your heart, that you've enjoyed like the whole year, like that just shows that you're kind of like made for the job without blowing smoke up your arse. Like, it's true though. Like, if you enjoy it, that's half the battle. It's more than half the battle.
I was just having this conversation with my parents just the other day, like how fast my mum has a diary, and it's got 3 years. So the last 3 years, and she goes back every day to see what's happened on this day over the last 3 years.
Yeah, nice.
I think on Monday a year ago we were going clothes shopping to get all my new stuff for when I was starting here.
Yeah, nice.
And then we were just talking about how quick the year's gone. I'm still loving it, and so
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, to be fair, like you just said, you've got a lot to learn in recruitment. It's not just learning how to actually recruit, it's learning how to speak to people in the industry as well, because 100%. I can imagine for data centres, like the clients that you speak to, like you're not on the same level as them, are you really? So you've got to understand how to speak to them and stuff.
100%, because especially you've got to think these guys who are in data centres, they've been to university, got a degree in whatever their field is. They've done, especially clients that I'm speaking to senior guys, project directors, things like that, and these are serious guys that know the stuff. So, you know, obviously I've done a lot of personal learning outside of work on data centres to try upskill myself. So when I'm having conversations with these hiring managers, they go, on IST right now, I know that's the last stage of commissioning on a data centre, where you're doing the integrated system testing and making sure everything comes together. And like I can now just reel that off when I'm speaking to a client, and I think
builds the rapport, doesn't it? Because at least they're like, okay, this guy who's going to be working on this role, we're going to be paying them X amount of money.
Exactly.
I actually trust them. I think trust is the biggest thing in it all, isn't it? As long as they trust you to be able to recruit that job and do a good job for them, that's like, again,
exactly. And that trust is going to be built from the start if you can mirror their technical understanding.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people in the data center world are very passionate about data centers and what they do. And so when you're speaking to them, they love speaking about it. Yeah. So almost if when you're mirroring that's almost probably going to make their day. If you've had a good chat about what their project and where they're at and what they're struggling with and what they need, and they'll probably really enjoy that.
People like to talk about themselves at the end of the day, don't
100%,
they?
100%. And so
Nice. Well, thanks, Rio. You've been amazing, and thanks for trekking up to Leeds to do it.
No.